When it comes to discussing controversial topics such as abortion, everyone has their own opinion, which they are entitled to. Some individuals may agree with one another and some may disagree, and that's perfectly normal. After carefully watching and listening to my group member statements about the positions they take on abortion, it became clear to me that Christy and I had a similar outlook on the matter, as Aaron and I had some contradicting viewpoints. My position on abortion is that it is a right that women are entitled to, and it is their choice to do whatever they want with their bodies. I believe having an abortion is solely their choice, and it should remain a legal option for women, which follows closely along with Christy's views. As for Aaron's, however, were that the fetus has a right to life, and that abortion should be outlawed. In Aaron's statement, she began by discussing the point that if women are entitled to constitutional rights, so should the fetus. She explained that some say a fetus is not entitled to these rights due to their lack of ability to communicate with one another, or to communicate with others. She then made the comparison that animals cannot communicate with others, however, they have animal rights and laws protecting them. While I think this is a really good point, I have to disagree due to the different circumstances between a fetus's right to life and an animal's right to life. An animal's right to life affects the animal and the animal only. It is one organism, whereas a fetus is inside the body of a living human being, affecting many other lives. A fetus cannot survive without the body that it is in, but the fetus's right to life does not imply the right to use somebody else's body to live. People have the right to refuse to donate their organs for the lives of others who may need them to live, which is the refusal of use of their body. So I believe women have the right to refuse the use of their body to a fetus. Another point Aaron made was that if it is considered double homicide to kill a pregnant woman, why is it not considered homicide when an abortion is had? I have to admit, after hearing this statement, it puzzled me. It really made me start to think. However, I ultimately have to disagree with this point as well. The legal definition of homicide, according to the U.S. Department of Justice, is an unlawful killing of one human by another. While the fetus is in the womb of its mother, it is her legal responsibility. So, if the woman chooses to terminate her pregnancy and give consent to have an abortion, it is not considered a homicide. However, when someone kills a mother and her fetus, she is clearly not giving them consent to do so, so it is murder. In the statement speech that Christy presented, she ended by pointing out that the U.S. was founded on the idea of freedom, and taking away the option of abortion for women is taking away that freedom. She listed various reasons a woman may choose an abortion, whether it be poor judgment, an act of violence, incest, or the endangerment of her own life. After Christy had said this, it really stood out to me, because her viewpoint was the same as mine. I agreed with what she had said. Women have the right to make any decision that they so choose with their body. It is their life, and no matter what the reasoning is, it is her right. I found a quote by Hillary Clinton that states, "I have met thousands and thousands of pro-choice men and women. I have never met anyone who is pro-abortion." This quote really struck me. I believe it's very true. I don't think that there is a single woman in this world whose goal is to have an abortion or who wants to have an abortion. I do, however, believe that people make poor decisions or are placed in hard situations and they feel they have no other choice. Regardless of what the woman's reasoning is, however, it is her body and it is her life, so it is her right to have a choice. Thank you.